Good morning. Today we are going to start with section 101 which defines murder. Okay. In the previous lecture we have seen about culpable homicide. Section 100 is the section of culpable homicide which states that whoever causes the death with intention of causing the death or with intention of causing such bodily injury where there is likelihood of causing the death, means first is intention of causing death, second is intention plus likelihood of causing death, and the third is knowledge that it is likely to cause death, then that is called as culpable homicide. Okay. Now section 101 clearly states the starting itself is what? Culpable homicide is murder. Means culpable homicide will be murder if the following things are there. In the previous lecture itself I have told you that for being a murder it should be first a culpable homicide. If it is culpable homicide and if the ingredients, the essentials of section 100 are being fulfilled, then that culpable homicide will amount to murder. Therefore, all murders are culpable homicide, but all culpable homicides are not murders, because there are certain exceptions which are mentioned in section 101. There are 5 exceptions which clearly states that culpable homicide is not murder. Means culpable homicide is not murder, means it only remains culpable homicide. Okay. So section 101 clearly states except in the cases hereinafter accepted, means in section 101 there will be certain exceptions. Leaving those exceptions, all culpable homicides are murder. Culpable homicide is murder if, now they have section 101 has mentioned a list. First is what? If the act by which the death is caused is been done with intention, means whoever causes the death with intention, then that will be murder. Culpable homicide will amount to murder. Okay. The second is what? That if the act because of which the death is being caused is done with the intention of causing such bodily injury which the offender knows that he is likely to cause the death, means whatever the offender is doing, those acts he knows that it is likely to causing the death of the person and he is doing it with intention. Okay, this is second. Then here also culpable homicide will amount to murder. And the third is if the act by which the death is caused is done with intention. See, in all the 3 points I have mentioned intention. Okay. If the act by which the death is caused is done with intention of causing bodily injury to any person and the bodily injury intended to be inflicted is sufficient in the ordinary course of nature that the person is going to die, then also culpable homicide will amount to murder. And what is the fourth? The fourth is if the person committing the act by which death is caused knows that whatever he is doing is very imminently dangerous and all probabilities are there that death is going to cause, means such bodily injury is likely to cause the death, and this, while doing that, he is not having any excuse for incurring the risk of causing the death or such injury, then that will be called as murder. We will see in short section 101, which was previously in our IPC section 300 defining murder, section 299 was defining culpable homicide. Corresponding sections are these sections 100 and 101. Okay. Culpable homicide will be murder first if the death is caused with intention of causing death. The second is when there is intention plus likelihood that death is going to get caused and the offender knows that by whatever he is doing death is going to cause. That is second. Means the first was intention, means whoever causes the death with intention. Second, intention plus likelihood that this bodily injury which I am doing is going to cause the death of the other. The offender knows it clearly. Therefore, intention plus likelihood of causing death, and offender knows that. Third is intention plus bodily injury is being inflicted, which is in an ordinary course of nature that a person is going to die. That is the third, means in all the 3 points there is intention. And the fourth is while committing the act, the death is caused, and here he knows that he is doing some imminently dangerous act, and while doing that imminent dangerous act he is not having any excuse, then that will be culpable homicide amounting to murder, means this is murder. So we'll see the difference. What section 100 is telling? Culpable homicide. What is that? Intention plus likelihood, and the third is what? Knowledge. Then that will be culpable homicide. See, in section 101 knowledge is not there. Here everywhere what they have mentioned? They have mentioned about intention. Section 101 clearly states about, again I'll repeat, intention of causing death. Second is intention plus likelihood of causing death. Third, intention plus bodily injury, which is going to get caused and which is in the ordinary course of nature, the person is going to die. And what is fourth? Imminently dangerous act has been done without any excuse. So here some additional things are there. Here there is no knowledge. Here the probability of death, the degree of death is more than the culpable homicide. Here intention is there. Okay, you will say, ma'am, you have told about in 100 also that there is intention. Yes, when there is intention of causing death, it is culpable homicide, and it will amount to murder also if some additional things are there which are mentioned in 101, or if they are not coming in the exceptions. If it comes under exceptions of section 101, then that is just culpable homicide and not murder. These things which we have seen just now, the 4 points, they tell about culpable homicide amounting to murder. Okay, therefore first, when a death is being caused, we have to see whether it is culpable homicide. That is whether it is coming under section 100. Okay, yes, it is coming under section 100. Then we have to see whether it is coming under 101, because if it comes under section 100, it may come under 101. If it is not coming under section 100, then murder is not caused, because it is not culpable homicide. Blameworthy homicide must be there, then only it may amount to murder. Therefore section 101 clearly states the words, or it starts with what? Culpable homicide amounting to murder. Intention, when it will amount to murder? Intention plus likelihood, and the offender knows that death is going to cause. Intention plus bodily injury, which is going to, like in an ordinary course of nature, the person is going to die. And fourth is what? The person is doing some imminently dangerous act without any excuse. We'll see one case here, which is Dheerajya's case. Dheerajya was having a child of some 7 or 8 months, and her husband was harassing her. She was very much troubled by her husband. So what she did, she decided to run away from her husband. So at a dark night and all, she went from the house. She is going away on the road, and she hears something, some steps of some person. So she turns back, and what she sees her husband. What happened? She is in a havoc, you can say, because her husband is already harassing her. Now he will see that Dheerajya has left his house without telling him and all. Therefore he will be very much angry. So what happened? She is not able to decide what to do. Therefore she sees her husband. She searches here and there. She sees a well. A well is there. She is taking her child with her, na? So what she does? She jumps in the well with the child. Her husband comes there. He shouts and all. People are gathered. And what happened? Some of the person who go inside the well, they jump in the well, and Dheerajya is saved, but the child dies. Okay, now who has jumped inside? Dheerajya. Whether the husband had told her to jump? No. But she jumped because of some apprehension. She is doing some imminently dangerous act. She is jumping in the well. That is imminently dangerous act. Okay. But why she has jumped? Because she is not able to decide about that what will happen afterwards, what her husband will do for. Therefore, she is having one excuse that she is not able to decide whether what to do. Her husband is there, the husband is going to kill her, like that feeling she gets, and she jumps inside, but she is not having intention to kill her child. She jumps, she does an imminently dangerous act, but she is having an excuse for that. Therefore, she will not be liable for murder. If excuse is there, then it is not a murder. Got it? So, culpable homicide amounting to murder is being mentioned in section 101, and there are 5 exceptions which we are going to see in the next video. Okay, bye bye. See you then.